Well, I'd like to tell you a little bit about how some of your agencies in the county works. For example, the Cemetery Commission District. They have 3 commissioners. Well, here a few years ago, probably about 11, they allowed a private contractor to build a cremation monatorium out there. Now, they didn't put it out for bids. They just let him build it on county property. So, inquiring about this kind of thing, one of the things I did was ask, did he get a permit? Well, the building inspector for Southern County said, no, we don't need a building permit for landscaping. So I go to the RCW laws, look up definition of landscaping. That did not meet the standards of landscaping. I've asked him about it. Well, we made a decision 10 years ago and we can't change it. Now, this cremation problem that I asked about, the contractor's contract gets 65% for building it. That's to cover his maintenance, operation, and costs. The cemetery gets 30%. Well, here a couple, 3 years ago, the engineering firm and the concrete contractor filed a $40,000 lien against the contractor. Of course, it wasn't against the cemetery, so they're not concerned. But they did make a settlement. They would only pay the contractor 65%. They would still get their 30%, and they would take 5% to pay the $40,000 lien off. Well, I have filed public records. How many holes have you sold? Well, as of to date, they've sold 4. So if the contractor's engineer and the concrete contractor ever gets his money, they'll have to live another 200 years. But it's just things like that that goes on. And then one day I was out there, and I noticed the cemetery personnel using cemetery equipment on the contractor's job. So I inquired about it. Well, apparently somebody was afraid that they'd get caught doing wrong. So I have, under all my emails, a personal check written by one of the county commission or the cemetery commissioners, $23. It's broke down to, well, the equipment rents for this so much and you only used it 2 minutes. That isn't the way you do anything. You don't work 1 minute and get paid for it if you're on a salary or anything else. But that's just some of the things that goes on, and it's ridiculous. If you used to go to the meetings, nobody, the county commissioners, the city council, the cemetery commissioners, none of them will ever answer a question you ask because they know that you're right. And this has already been discussed, but on the cemetery gates, by law, they have to pass a motion to allow them to put those gates on. All they said was documentation is lacking, and it looks good. Well, I'm just telling you right up front, if the people don't care, nothing will ever change. You've got to get involved. Read the paper. I just wrote an article telling people, get involved. I give 3 email addresses to contact. Contact them, and if nothing else, and you don't ask for this, ask for all the documented emails that Jim Griffin has submitted to the city, the county, or the cemetery commissioner. Read them. Then you'll know what's going on. It's that plain and simple. Thank you.